guys, today we're going to be making a cute ponytail style. I'm going to start by grabbing a piece of hair towards the side, and then I'm just going to be making a feather braid with this. To make this feather braid, I'm going to split this into 3 pieces, and I'm just going to start braiding normally. So after you get the braid started, now from here on out, every time I cross this piece on the right over the middle, I'm going to remove a small strand first. And you want to make these pieces that you're taking out very small, or you're not going to have any braid left when you get to the bottom. So again, I'm here on the right, I'm taking out a small piece and leaving that out before I cross it over. To necessarily go down to the very ends of her hair. I'm just going to stop about there and braid it down normally a few more times and then tie that off temporarily. So this is what it should look like at this point. Before you move on to the next step, I would recommend adding some gel, pomade, hairspray, something to these strands just so that they will stay separate and they will stay smooth. The next step is going to depend on the length of hair you're working with and how many strands you removed here. You can either gather these in like 3 sections at a time or 4 or 5. It's really up to you how you want to do that. I think I'm going to do 4. So I'm taking these 4 strands and I'm pulling them over to the center of the ponytail. You want to just look at the ponytail and try to place your elastic right in the middle. So about right there, I'm going to add maybe an inch on the side of that before I add the elastic. And the good thing about this, if it gets kind of messed up, it is adjustable. You can pull this elastic out or push it in, whatever you need to do. So now I'm going to go down to the next 4 strands and just do the same thing. I'm just going to try to get it about even with this one up here. So again, I'm going out about an inch from that braid to add the elastic. So I didn't count these or anything before I started, so I'm ending up with 1 extra down here. I'm just going to leave that out and I'll just combine it in with the braid at the bottom so that I still have my 4 strands. So same as we did on the other side, I'm just splitting this into 3 and I'm starting a regular braid. This is the exact same thing, we're just doing it the opposite way. So instead of removing a strand each time, we're going to add one in. So every time I'm here on the left, I'm going to cross that over and then I'm going to take 1/4 of this ponytail and add it in so that we end up with 4 coming out from each side. To try to make it fairly symmetrical, you want to leave about an inch, just like you did over here. So you'll just want to loosen that or tighten it up until you have about an inch of hair. This first one's probably going to be the hardest because that's where you're trying to measure. And you'll just want to make sure you're adding a piece every time you're on that side. Hopefully it'll turn out even. So now that I've brought in all 4 of those pieces from that first ponytail, I'm just going to start on the next one. And again, you're splitting these into 4ths so that you've got 4 coming out from each side. And I'm just going to continue that until I get to the end. I'm just going to braid down a little ways and tie it off with another clear elastic on both sides. So over here where I had this extra strand, I'm just going to undo this braid and add it back in.
Here's the finished hairstyle. Be sure to give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it.